Greetings, friend. How are you doing today? I have a couple questions for you today. First question: when you look at the challenge you have in your life, in other words, your opportunity to grow, what are one or two things you do not prefer about your challenge? So, what are one or two things you dislike about your challenge, or perhaps even hate passionately? And the second question, with the thing that you dislike about your challenge. Now, you might say, okay, I don't have any challenge in my life. And if that is the case, I'm sending my big hugs to you because we know that having challenge means you are growing. And we are either growing or disintegrating. And if you do have challenge, otherwise you have opportunity to grow, and you said you have absolutely 100% pristine, nothing you prefer differently about it, I invite you to look closer and see and be a little more open about that to yourself. But if you discover, now that you discover what one or two things you dislike about your challenge, then the next question is, what are one or two things that you are grateful and proud about, things that you particularly dislike about your challenge? And yes, what are you grateful and proud about the thing you dislike? And this week you and I sharing about how to transform your uniqueness that might be a disadvantage into a gift. And this is the other very important key, which is to be able to be grateful and actually find something that you might even be proud about it as you are transforming this uniqueness, this challenge, this opportunity into a gift for you and all other who are around you, and for people and greater goods in general. And why is that important for you to be able to do that? Well, a lot of time, whatever it is, whether it is a physical attribute, whether it is a current situation, whether it is something that has happened in the past, if this is truly a gift in the way that it is a disadvantage for you, then being human, being normal human, we tend to have some things that is a little bit of dissonance about it, where you perhaps like we dislike about it, perhaps you have apprehensions, perhaps you have feeling, oh, just completely something that's holding you back about it. Perhaps you have anger, perhaps you have sadness, whatever it is, and it is not right or wrong, and it is not good or bad. There is no such a thing of right or wrong or good or bad about your feelings about this opportunity or challenge that you have, that you are transforming into a much greater gifts for you and for other people. So, and at the same time, even though it is not right or wrong and not good or bad, anything that is not in the energy of flow, anything that is not in the energy of flow, anything that is not in the energy of gratitude does not flow as easily and as evenly with the universe. When we are going back to this vibrational charts by Dr. David Hawkins, we know that the universe, for things to easily flow nicely, it is in here in the vibrations of flow, the vibrations of joy, and which is the vibrations of gratitude, and then enlightenment, peace and enlightenment. Those comes along easily as well when the universe move. And for us to be able, for you to be able to easily, easily, and a lot faster transform what is your uniqueness into a gift, is by tapping into this gratitude, by tapping into this gratitude, by tapping into what fun can you find with this particular thing that you are finding it, you particularly don't prefer, as antagonistic as it sounds. And when you're able to do that, you will change things like that, like that, like that, much faster, much easier. And along the way, you have a lot more ease and a lot more fun. When I was thinking about this, one thing that came to my mind was when my dominant hand, my right hand, suddenly became paralyzed. And in 2 weeks, I became disabled, and none of the doctor, the specialists here could find why. And I was losing my career and so on and so forth. And at the same time, my mother was critically ill, and I was all my relations, long-term relationship also was dissolving. All these things, and in particular my hand, it was to the point that I was not able to hold a pen well, from being fully functioning in 2 weeks. And that is when I tap into this. It was a uniqueness. It was definitely not an invited uniqueness, but I tap into this and I said, what is it something that I could be grateful about this? About this particular situation I particularly do not like, and the hand itself that just decided to teach me a lesson. And so what is it that's in there? And I tap into what could I be have what could I be grateful about this? And one time I remember, as I had quite a difficulty to put my clothing together, so called to be able to put my bra, to hook the bra. When your hand doesn't work, actually, it's actually very difficult to put the bra that use hooks. And I said, okay, after 15 minutes trying to put my clothing on, I said, all right, you know what? One thing I am grateful about this is now I can understand better how the magnificent gentleman, the kind of challenge magnificent gentlemen face with their ladies. I become a lot more empathetic about that. And so, what is one thing? And then what's some fun about it that you could perhaps possibly have with your particular challenge? The way that I said, okay, well, the right hand did not work, my dominant hand. How about we learn to use chopstick, which I do now. I use chopstick with both hands because I learned to use chopstick with my non-dominant hand. And doing that, unlike with the previous adversities, I have my gifts of many challenges and adversities in my life. But unlike with the previous time, where it was a lot of heartache, it was a lot of struggle, it was a lot of effort, this time I moved through the whole thing with peace of mind and ease and thrive through the whole journey, and in 6 months turn everything around instead of taking years to be able to triumph. So my peace of mind tip for you today as well is to look at your challenge, what it is that you particularly prefer differently. Perhaps it is something such as something going paralyzed in your body or in your life that seems to be paralyzing. Perhaps it's something different. Perhaps it's something that has been going on and following you for the last many decades. Whatever it is, what are one or two things you could particularly be grateful about the situations? What are one or two things that you can make fun out of it? I eventually discovered to put bra on, to hook the hook backward in such a way. It was fascinating. I'm like, yowza, look at me. and and so what fun can you have about it? What are things that you could be proud, like me discovering all these different things? And when you are able to do that, regardless of what your unique situations, whatever it is, regardless of what lemons life throws at you, regardless of anything, you will continue to be able to continue to have peace of mind and ease and joy, and subsequently you will be able to change whatever this uniqueness into a magnificent, beautiful gift that is serving you magnificently and most likely will be serving other people as well. From my experience, that experience is how the Five Fingers book here that comes out, that has been serving so many people, that we have many interviews that helping people as well. And so what are your uniqueness? It will also allow you to have peace of mind and continue to thrive daily regardless of what's going on in your life. Share in the comment below if there is something you are particularly grateful on, what it is that your uniqueness, things that you particularly dislike. What are one or two things you're grateful about, you can have fun with or be proud about? And to recap this week, excuse me, you and I are sharing about how to transform your uniqueness that could be a disadvantage into a gift. The way Napoleon Hill's son transformed him not being able to hear because not having hearing apparatus into a gift for him and many, many people. And so the first one is to see it as gift to even start with. And imagine, just allow your imaginations to fly far on what possible good can come from it. To have a burning desire because you need that, and the willingness to change. The word transformation itself means change. And then to have an unwavering faith. We shared this the other day. You be your rock. You be your rock. And to allow yourself to make mistakes, to allow things, and therefore to allow your deservingness to be upgraded and increased, and therefore you're allowing your support and making things easier. And then today, what gratitude could you have about the particular unpleasant so-called situation, the challenge that you particularly have? And when able to do this, you too will be able to transform and triumph in from any situation, regardless how long it's been going on, in much, much faster way, even if you have been able to do that in the past. With me, it's literally take fractions of the time of what it is, and doing that with a lot more ease and a lot more fun, and no heartache and no struggle, just lots of joy and fun all along. And please share in the comment below if you are facing any challenge, or if you'd like to have my support, feel welcome to connect with me directly as well. I'm very happy to support you in any way that I could, and feel welcome to share your feedback, or if you'd like to share your video, to share this video, feel welcome to do that. And this is Birgit, and I love you very much, and I look forward to see you again very, very soon.